We're working on this Weird-Ohs Davey kit, remember? Here's our update. Look, we've got all sorts of things in store. Check it out, the next stage. Man, the workday's over and it's time to escape. Man, that was a long day at work. Let's go into the corner of the garage. I cleaned out a space where we can escape to our childhood, to creativity, to the wildness of model making. This was the time and the place. And look at that price tag. You can't even barely buy anything for $1 anymore. We're in the garage and we're rocking it tonight. Hey, look, we got an update on this Weird-Ohs kit. Oh, Davey. Yes, we do. You ready? Oh, it's all falling around. Thanks for checking it out. It'll be fun. Hey, Johnny Roman on an update on our Weird-Ohs kit. So, I was looking at the wheels and how they fit into the motorcycle and realized that I gotta paint them before I can put them in and glue them in. So that's what I did. I painted them. What do you think? It's been a while. This is all brush painted. Not too bad. A little wacky-jacky on those lines. I know some of you guys are like spot on, but this blind old bat, I'm okay with that. There's a little bit of overflow on some of that, but that's okay. So I started painting the seat on this, kind of brown, and then I realized I grabbed the gloss. I was making fun of someone else. I started painting the chassis yellow, but I think I'm gonna chip it up and just kind of build up layer upon layer on this. So I was thinking about this motorcycle and our Davey guy, and I was thinking like this is like a motorcycle biker type of thing. And I thought, you know what? I love the military and the guys that serve this country. So I thought what I would do is take this hat off and make a helmet. And I'm using one of these little compartments from a gumball machine. And I think this will be about the right size. It might be a little deep. Now the problem with this is it's soft plastic. See that? If it's a hard plastic, it's easier to work with, but I think we can work with this. So the thing is, how you gonna do that? You gotta take this hat off somehow, and you wanna leave some of the detail there, so I'm gonna be cutting probably right along that hat line, try and leave as much of that hair as possible, but you gotta figure out how you're gonna cut it. Because sometimes you gotta do things backwards. I'm learning that at this company I'm working at. Everything's done backwards. Okay, so all you do is take your razor saw, and again, kids, razor saws they're not sharp like an X-Acto knife, but it will cut you. So ask your parents, your mom or your dad on how do you use these knives. And you just kind of go back and forth with this, like this. Now, I do it with precision cutting. Just like all you guys that are really doing the specialty kits. They call me a hack. So, you sit there and you cut this thing slowly off. You see that? So I'm gonna cut for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back to show you. Now, My razor saw has been cutting things for a while, so it's probably not as sharp as it could be. So it might take a little longer to get through. So sometimes I work the front and back edges of it. Oh, again, once you start cutting like this, you're into a load of Bondo and putty and figuring out how this all is gonna work. Now I keep looking at this just to see how it's cutting, and if I'm cutting straight, like once it starts in, you can't really do anything. So there's half of it off. See, we're pretty good on that hairline. Now this visor here, we might have to do something to make that into eyebrows or something. And again, you kind of sometimes have to make it up as you go. So, look at that, just in a matter of a minute or so, you've taken his hat off, and now we can put his helmet on. Does that look cool or what? His hair will stick out of the back? I think that will be perfect. Then I got some ideas for these sleeves and this jacket. We might have to do a little filing and readjusting on that. But other than that, I think the jacket and jeans will be fine. Nice pockets, got collars on it, and that's okay. And these things on the shoulders. But now we got a big open head. Now with this big open head, I can paint the inside black like I should have before I started putting this thing together. So that's where I'm at right now. We're gonna make him we took his hat off, his biker cap, which is still pretty good condition. Might be able to reuse that on something else. And I got his army helmet. So here's his army helmet, and that's gonna be perfect on him. Put some straps under the chin, and that'll be good. It's the little details you gotta kind of work out. How's this gonna glue into place? What type of glue you gonna use? Sometimes super glue works. Sometimes it doesn't work on this soft plastic. So we painted the wheels. I'm happy with the way those look. Let's see if we can pop this into place. Now remember, we razor sawed off one side, and this side has a high ridge on one side and a flat side on the other. So I'm gonna just slide this in here very carefully. Again, the more you work on a specific model, you'll know exactly how to hold it and where to hold it. And see, it kind of lines up with the wheels there. How cool is that, right? So the really bad paint job part, hopefully it's not too many places, you put up under the fender, so hopefully the person doesn't see it. Look at that. I don't know. So it's gonna be a military bike, so this might go greenish. I might do some chips and some paint underneath, like several layers. This seat is definitely gonna be reworked. I did paint the saddlebags, and they're in my little box somewhere. And they're super shiny. Look at that. That's like patent leather polish. That is amazingly crazy. But they'll look nice on here. Like that. So these need to be a flat color, whatever it is. I know sometimes leather's shiny, but man, this is just a little too shiny for me. I did go over it with some dull coat. Thinned out flat black, and that kind of took a little bit of the shine off, but it's still, look at that shine on there. So I still have to take one of these tabs off, and these tires and wheels have rivets on one side, but not on the other. So I want to make sure the rivets are both on one side, so when someone's looking at it, they'll be like, oh, rivets? And then maybe they'll forget when they look on the other side. So on this one, I am going to cut off this side of the little piece so this wheel will fit in there. Nope. I'm wrong. I'm going to cut off this side. Again, just think it through. It'll be good. Oh, should I cut it right now? Let's see if I can. It's always good to try and cut something. Nothing like a razor saw once you get into something. And again, just go slow and steady. I taught Soda Pop and Trixie how to use this razor saw when they were about 3-4 years old. I was right there. I showed them how to use it carefully. They never cut themselves. Again, just slow and steady. Just take your time. This is not a rush thing. It is supposed to be relaxing and fun after a hard day's work. So let me see if I can get through this pretty quick. Quicker than the hat. Sometimes when I do a build like this, it could take a long time. Oh, come on. The teeth are sticking a little bit. That's okay. Come on. Get going. Boy, it's taking a long time to get through that little nub, but you really don't have a lot of support on there, so you can't crank through it super hard because you're gonna bust off something. Okay. Oh, there's good sawn action. Come on. Almost through. Now, I painted this a number of days ago, and it's still just a hair tacky, even in the air conditioning and everything. So we might just have to let this sit a little bit longer for that to breathe out and dry out totally. Oh, there we go. Look. So that's off. And so this, you just carefully put into place just by spreading that apart just a little bit and sticking that wheel in there. Just line it up. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good for just finding some spare wheels around. I know they're not exactly the same. Now, the other thing I did on this, and if you look at the first videos, the wheels, let me get my pointer, my little toothpick pointer here. Some of these had flashing overlap, so I took my X-Acto and literally just trimmed each side so it was kind of round, and it thinned out each one of these spokes so it didn't look so wooden like on that, and I kind of like the way that turned out. Now, if I was gonna do this again, I would have gone and got a spring out of a pen, you know, the spring that comes in the pen, and I would have filed this down and put a big spring on this. So that spring filed this diameter down so the spring would fit on it, and I'd put a big spring on that. That would look kind of fun. Still might do that. Again, a razor saw, just cut that baby off. And get a spring, put it on there. It would be cool. Sometimes I don't glue them real tight, so anyways, you got the idea. There's the motorcycle. Here's Davey. It's gonna be on the motorcycle. And here's his new hat. How cool is that? I'm digging that. He is gonna be boots on the ground, army type of guy. Hardcore. Man, hardcore all the way. This is gonna be a cool build, what I got envisioned in my little beaner. I just want to let you know when I get started building on something, just when the mood hits me, I just go with it. So I hope I get it on film and the camera's nearby when I start working on it. But if not, I'll catch you up when I get close to the camera again. You don't want to have all these chips and dips and sanding and dust by your camera equipment. But let me tell you, this Davey is gonna be fun. He ain't standing up right now, but that's okay. Can we get something wedged under there? There we go. Oh boy. So cool, so cool. I can't wait to get working on this. Yes, sir, do. Thanks for watching this one. I know some of you guys are not model guys, but man, oh man, I dig this stuff. Okie doke. This is Johnny Roman signing off for Toy Car Case event. See? We got saddlebags, we got motorcycles, we got wheels, we got helmets. And we got Davey. Yep, with a new hat, cause his old hat we cut off. Again, you just file this shavings down. Sometimes you can just break it off with your fingers. Again, don't be afraid to customize your kits. Make them the way you want. Same with your Hot Wheels. You can customize them any way you want. Hey, thanks for watching, guys. We will see you on the flip-flop. On the blacktop. Here's all our stuff that I'm using. Some of the paints I'm using. Adios, amigos. Muchachis. I know you're a toy car case guy out there. It is 3:16 on Old Johnny Clark. Let's see what pulled into our parking lot. Hit that subscribe button and you won't miss out. Don't you wish you had that? This is the place to be!